Hello students, I welcome you all in today's class. As I told you that from today onwards, I'll begin exercise 2.2. Fine. You can see clearly, I have written three parts of your question number first. Okay. Part first, fourth and sixth. Why I am taking these three parts, because remaining three parts are in homework for you all. Homework is second part, third part and your fifth part. Okay, these three parts of question first will be in homework. Only these three I am going to take today. Okay, now the question is, I am reading, please look into your book. It's your page number 33. Page number 33. Fine. I am reading question. Please look into your book and try to understand the question. I must tell you, this question is similar to our example second that we have already discussed in the last class. Okay. Find the zeros of the given quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So same thing, nothing new we need to do. First part I am taking. P of x equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. As you know the rule, check A and C, multiply, so it will be minus 8. You need to divide this minus 8 or leave the sign, no issue. Factorize 8. You can easily get the pair of numbers who can justify the term that minus 2 should be written in the form minus 4 plus 2. I hope you are getting. Splitting the middle term method we are using over here. B should be divided in such a way that A into C. We should get A into C on multiplication, and on addition we should get B. Okay. So 4 and 2 are the numbers. As we need to check the sign also. The sign we should get minus in both. B is also minus and A into C is also minus. So I am writing x square, it can be written as minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Isn't it? Take common. Fine. X minus 4 and x plus 2. These are not the zeros. These are what? Factors. Okay. Now, if you put x minus 4 equals to 0, x equals to 4, consider it alpha, and x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2, consider it beta. Write it down soon. Okay, now we need to verify relation. First relation we have alpha plus beta equals to minus b upon a. Okay. See, you should understand over here, both parts cannot be solved at a time, है ना. आप दोनों को एक साथ ही नहीं सॉल्व करेंगे, ठीक, क्योंकि इनिशियली इक्वल हमको नहीं दिए हैं. हमें ये वेरीफाई करना है कि ये इक्वल होंगे. सो टेक LHS फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. अल्फा प्लस बीटा 4 and 2. 4 plus minus 2, it is 2 minus b upon a, RHS, or you can directly write the value, no issue. Minus b upon a. 2 minus 2 upon a, that means 1, so 2. Clearly you can see that LHS and RHS both are equal. Second is product of the zeros should be equal to C upon A. Alpha into beta C upon A. LHS alpha 4 beta -2, that means -8. RHS, it is C upon A. C -8 A 1 -8. Clearly you can see that these two zeros 4 and -2 are very fine, both the relationship regarding the sum of zeros and product of the zeros. Hope it is clear for you. Okay, next is fourth part. Fourth part, P of x 4u square plus 8u. You can see this is a bit different question because constant is missing over here. Okay, अब constant part यहाँ नहीं देख रहा होगा. अगर हम इसको मैच करते हैं हमारे जनरल फॉर्म से bx plus c, सिर्फ c आपको यहाँ मिसिंग दिख रहा है ना. No problem. In such kind of question, you have one trick to solve. You take common. Okay, आप initially इनको common ले सकते हैं. यहाँ पर splitting ना करके डायरेक्ट कॉमन ले लो. 4u inside the bracket u plus see it's u not 4. Okay, u plus 2. If you put 4u, it's u. Fine, don't get confused. 4u and u plus 2 are the two factors. If you put 4u equals to 0, u equals to 0 ultimately as you transpose 4. So 0 divided by 4 ultimately it's 0. Any number, if you are dividing 0 by any number, ultimately your answer will be 0. U plus 2 equals to 0, so u will be equals to -2. You can consider it as alpha and you can consider it as beta. Fine. Then alpha plus beta, the first relation, minus b upon a. Okay. In very short, I am just doing this. If you see alpha plus beta, 0 plus -2, ultimately it will be -2. No issue. Minus b upon a. So minus b. Here b is 8 plus 8. Minus b will be -8 and divide by 2. It will be -8 by 4. Ultimately -2. You can check that both the sides are equal. One more thing. If we have alpha into beta, it is c upon a. So alpha into beta, 0 into -2. Ultimately it will be 0. Any number multiplied by 0, it is equal to 0. And c upon a. So c term is missing. Fine. So ultimately 0 upon 4, which is 0. And you can see both are equal. I hope you are getting. आप चाहे तो इसको इनिशियली लिख सकते हैं ना कि a equals to 4, b equals to 8 and c equals to 0. Okay, और I'll give you the suggestion कि आप इसको लिखें ही, है ना. आप इसको पहले ही लिख लें कि a b c की वैल्यू क्या है, अल्फा एंड बीटा की वैल्यू क्या है. That will help you a lot. ठीक है. The last 6th P of x 3x square minus x minus 4. This can be written as 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. कैसे हुआ? 3 4 जा 12. -12 we will be getting because sign is minus over here. So minus x or -1 should be divided in such a way that on multiplying we should get -12. and on adding we should get -1. Okay, so check -4 plus 3, -1 -4 into 3 equals to 12, और ये आया वहीं से है जो हमने आपको भी बताया. Okay, so this is very simple trick you can apply in the method splitting the middle term method. Okay, take out common. As there is nothing common, so we will take 1. Fine. If you find zeros from here, so zeros will be 4 by 3 and -1. Put these factors equals to 0. So 3x minus 4 equals to 0. You transpose, you will get 4 by 3. And if you transpose x plus 1, so you will get -1. Okay. Consider it as alpha and this is beta. First relation, alpha plus beta equals to minus b upon a. Okay, LHS is alpha plus beta. 4 by 3 plus -1. Ultimately it will be, you can see, plus minus minus, so it will be 4 by 3 -1, and if you take LCM it will be 1 by 3. Not getting. Okay, wait. कुछ इस तरीके से होगा. 4 by 3 -1, 4 take LCM -3 upon 3, that means 1 by 3. Fine. And RHS is minus b upon a. So minus b upon a, 3. 1 by 3. You can check LHS and RHS both are equal. Next, product of the zeros. Alpha into beta, c upon a, alpha into beta. LHS part. How much? -4 by 3. Isn't it? RHS, it will be c upon a, c -4 upon 3, and both are equal. So I hope you have understood all these 3 parts. Please note down today's homework. These 3 parts are in homework. Fine. If you have understood these 3 and the previous examples, you can easily solve these 3 questions, and if you have any doubt you can write in comment box. Okay, fine. Now question number 2. I'm coming to question 2. Question 2 and your example 4. In the last class I told you that why I'm not solving example 4, because it is it can be covered in exercise. Okay, so your question 2 is just like your example 4. Fine. I'm solving question over here, example you will do, and again you can see there are 6 parts in this. So okay, I will solve first part, second part, and fifth part. Hope it is clear. These I will solve, and the remaining will be homework for you. Okay, that means your 3rd, 4th and 6th homework is third, fourth and sixth. Fine. These three parts of second question will be in homework. These three I'm going to take over here. Question, first of all, you need to understand. Okay, I'm reading question. Find a quadratic polynomial, each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros are respectively. Let me write question first of all. आपका जो फर्स्ट है वो है 1/4 and -1. Second is √2 1/3. Okay. If you have read the question, two words are given. Okay, that these are sum of zeros and product of zeros, not the zeros. See, focus on my words. What I mean over here. These are not zeros. Direct zeros हमको नहीं दिए जा रहे. Alpha and beta नहीं given है. Sum of zeros and product of zeros. That means alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. These two things are given. I hope it is clear. Alpha and beta are not given. Alpha plus beta and alpha into beta are given. So we have already learned about one general form of quadratic polynomial, in which if these two things are given, we can easily make or we can easily form a quadratic polynomial. And that was p of x equals to x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta. See, the previous question we have solved with another general form. Okay, in doubt class I have already discussed in some of the previous classes I have discussed about this, so you should have a very clear idea about these two kinds of general form. ये अलग अलग हैं, अलग अलग situation में ये use किए जाते हैं. Okay, so here if we take first part, fine, first part, alpha plus beta is given 1/4 and alpha into beta is given -1. So you can directly put the values x square minus 1/4x plus -1. Further, x square minus 1/4x. Okay, or you can write x upon 4 minus 1. Till this, if you are solving, it is correct. But you can see डिनोमिनेटर यहाँ आ रहा है, तो आप इस डिनोमिनेटर को हटा भी सकते हैं by multiplying the polynomial with 4. So it will be, if you multiply the entire polynomial by 4, it will be 4x square minus x minus 4. And this will be your quadratic polynomial. Answer of the first part of question number 2. Okay? Very easy. Everything you have, general form you have, then sum of the zeros and product of the zeros are given you. Or simple thing is you put the values and try to find its simplest form, है ना. आप इसका simplest form जो है बनाने की कोशिश करो. सेकंड क्या होगा, यही कर लेते हैं. एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस √2x plus 1/3 again multiplied with 3, x square 3√2x plus 1. Answer. Okay, at the place of alpha plus beta we have √2. At the place of alpha into beta we have 1/3. So just remove this denominator, multiply the complete polynomial by 3, so it will be 3x square minus 3√2x plus 1. Okay, in the last, लास्ट इज एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 1/4x plus 1/4. Hope sign are okay. Okay. So x square minus plus x by 4 plus 1/4. Change the denominators. Multiplied by 4 and 4x square plus x plus 1 is the answer. Okay. So these are three parts of your question number second. Now one very important thing. Today I am going to tell you the difference between equal and this implies sign, because you might have seen कि कई जगह हम equal sign use करते हैं और कई जगह पे हम जो है this implies sign use करते हैं. तो आपको इन दोनों के बीच में difference जो है थोड़ा सा clear होना चाहिए. Every time we can't use equal sign and every time we can't use this implies sign. There are certain rules for these two symbols, and the rules are equal and this implies. Equal, this is the operation in maths we use for two things. Okay, first is for equating, for equating purpose. Equating the things, हम किसी को equal proof करना चाह रहे हैं कि जो है जैसे हमने कहा suppose x plus 3 is equal to 5. Okay, हमने कहा कि ये जो LHS है ये RHS के इक्वल है. ओके, सो फर्स्ट पर्पस ऑफ यूजिंग इक्वल साइन इज फॉर इक्वेटिंग पर्पस. सेकंड इज फॉर असाइनिंग पर्पस. असाइनिंग पर्पस मींस हाउ, सपोज यू माइट हैव सीन वी टेक लेट x इक्वल्स टू 1. कई बार हम ऐसे करते हैं, ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड, बहुत सारी जगह पे हम ऐसे करते हैं. लेट x इक्वल्स टू 1. ओके, let x be any value. Okay, for assigning purpose. So equal sign is used for two things: for equating the LHS with RHS, and second is for assigning purpose, that if we are assigning any values, okay, if we are assigning any values to any variable or for anything, then we use this equal sign. Now this implies is also used for two purposes. First is whenever we find more than one equal sign can be used. Likewise, suppose I have x equals to 20/25. Further I cancel, so it becomes 4/5. अगर आप इसको मैथमेटिकली देखें तो ये रॉन्ग है. इन अ सेम लाइन आप इस तरीके से इक्वल साइन नहीं यूज कर सकते. Okay, you can't use more than one equal sign in the same line, so you will use this implies. Okay, this is the first rule. Second rule क्या होता है? Suppose I am writing, अभी हमने लिखा था एक पॉलिनोमियल लेते हैं, x स्क्वायर माइनस 2x माइनस 8. इस टाइप से हमारा एक पॉलिनोमियल था. ओके, अब इसको हमें नेक्स्ट स्टेप में सॉल्व करना है. ओके, तो इसको हम लिख सकते थे एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 4x प्लस 2x माइनस 8. इसके बाद हम एक और स्टेप लिख सकते थे. ओके, है ना. तो ये क्या हो रहा है, इसका मतलब होता है that this step is the step forward of the previous step. है ना, मतलब आप जैसे स्टेप पर आते हैं तो इसके बाद आपको इंडिकेशन दिया जा रहा है कि आपको ये पढ़ना है. ओके, सो मीन्स फॉरवर्ड स्टेप शो करने के लिए, या जहां पर भी आपको एक से ज्यादा इक्वल साइन एक लाइन में आ रहे हैं तो आप उसको थोड़ा सा हटाने के लिए आप दिस इम्प्लाइज यूज करते हैं. तो होप इट इज क्लियर वेयर डू वी यूज इक्वल एंड वेयर डू वी यूज दिस इम्प्लाइज साइन. आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, यहाँ पर आप दिस इम्प्लाइज यूज नहीं कर सकते. यू कांट यूज दिस, आप यहाँ नहीं कर सकते, है ना. हाँ, यहाँ आप कर सकते हो. अगर आपने लिखा लेट x इक्वल्स टू 1, अपने पास कुछ है, ठीक है, कोई आपने स्टेटमेंट लिखा है, स्टेटमेंट के बाद आपको सॉल्व करना चाह रहे हैं, तो आप दिस इम्प्लाइज यूज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, हर एक स्टेटमेंट के बाद आप दिस इम्प्लाइज यूज कर सकते हैं क्योंकि वो नेक्स्ट स्टेप शो कर रहा है. लेकिन यहाँ इस तरीके से आप जो है दिस इम्प्लाइज यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं. इट विल बी रॉन्ग. Okay, so I hope exercise 2.2 is clear for you. This difference between equal and this implies sign is clear for you. Okay, one more thing. I'm observing so many students are watching the classes and they are preparing the notes, and I'm happy for this कि आप घर में बैठ के जो है पढ़ाई में थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं. लेकिन एक चीज जो एक प्रॉब्लम हो रही है वो क्या हो रही है कि सपोज एक दिन में अगर हम 2 वीडियोस बना रहे हैं आपके लिए, या इफ आई एम कंडक्टिंग 2 क्लास या सेम डे, तो आपको एक ही क्लास फॉरवर्ड कर पा रहे हैं. इट इज बेटर फॉर यू कि आप जो है इस हमारे इन वीडियोस को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, कि जैसे हम ये क्लासेस बनाते हैं तो आपके पास एक नोटिफिकेशन पहुंच जाएगा, और आपके पास जो है ना, अगर हम कभी लेट हो जाते हैं और इफ आई फॉरगेट, क्योंकि जनरली क्या हो रहा है कि एक दिन बाद आपको ये वीडियोस जो है फॉरवर्ड हो रहा है. ओके, और अगर वीडियोस छोटे भी हैं 20 मिनट्स और 25 मिनट्स तक हैं, तो होपफुली आई एम मेकिंग 2 वीडियोस ऑन दैट डे. एंड आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, शायद आपको एक ही वीडियो हमने फॉरवर्ड किया हुआ है. सो इट्स माय मिस्टेक. यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आप उसको जो है सब्सक्राइब कर लें, तो जैसे ही क्लास कंप्लीट होती है आई एम अपलोडिंग दिस ऑन यूट्यूब एंड यू कैन गेट द क्लास फ्रॉम देयर. Okay, so thank you everybody. Next class is very important because in that class I'm going to start division algorithm of polynomials. 9th क्लास में भी कई बच्चों को इसमें बहुत सारे डाउट रहे हैं. आई होप कि आप इस क्लास को बहुत सीरियसली लेंगे, क्योंकि अगर आपको कुछ नहीं भी क्लियर हुआ है 9th में, तो अभी आप उसको जो है फिर से एक बार आज जाके पढ़ें, और कल की क्लास जो है एक बार डिवीजन हम कराएंगे, उसके बाद ही जो है नेक्स्ट कंटेंट हम स्टार्ट कर पाएंगे. ओके, so thank you so much.